You buy what you can't afford just to look successful to people who barely notice. Then the bills arrive, the savings disappear, and you wonder why you're always broke. But what if the real problem isn't your income? It's who you're trying to impress. Break that cycle and your money finally starts working for you. Most people don't buy things because they need them. They buy things because they want to be seen differently. Status has become one of the most expensive addictions in America. And the worst part? Most strangers don't even care. They are too busy worrying about themselves. But millions keep spending money trying to buy approval. Cars they can't afford. Houses that stretch their budget. Clothes purchased with borrowed money. And vacations paid off for years. The goal isn't comfort. The goal is admiration. And admiration is one of the most expensive things you can chase. Because approval never lasts. But the payments do. Many people are financing a lifestyle they secretly can't maintain. Every swipe feels small. But thousands of swipes become a financial prison. The richest people often look surprisingly ordinary. Because real wealth doesn't need an audience. Poor people...
If you made it this far, you already know your brain is capable of more. The first link in the pinned comment reveals the simple reading method thousands are using to absorb information faster, remember more, and think with greater clarity. Don't wait until everyone else gets ahead. See it while it's still there.
People think rich people spend money. Rich people think about ownership. One group buys symbols, the other buys assets. The difference seems small, but it changes everything. Social media made the problem even worse. Now everyone compares their reality to someone else's highlight reel. And comparison creates pressure. Pressure creates bad decisions. Bad decisions become monthly payments. And monthly payments become stress. Stress steals your freedom. And freedom is what people wanted in the first place. Not the car, not the watch, not the designer logo. They wanted options. They wanted time. They wanted control over their lives. Yet many people trade all of that for appearances. They sacrifice peace to impress people they'll never meet again. The irony is brutal. The people trying hardest to look rich are often the furthest from being wealthy. Real wealth is usually quiet. It doesn't need validation. It doesn't need applause. It needs discipline. It needs patience. And most importantly, it needs the courage to stop caring what strangers think. Because strangers won't pay your bills. They won't build your future. And they certainly won't make you free. The moment you stop buying approval, you start buying back your future. Every dollar has a job. And every wasted dollar steals an opportunity. The problem isn't spending money. The problem is spending money for the wrong reasons. Most purchases are emotional. They just get justified with logic afterward. We call it a reward. We call it self-care. We call it treating ourselves. But sometimes it's just insecurity wearing a disguise. Advertisers understand this perfectly. They don't sell products. They sell identity. They sell belonging. They sell the feeling that your life will finally improve. But objects rarely solve emotional problems. They only distract us from them. For a day, maybe a week. Then the feeling fades. But the bill remains. And the cycle begins again. Work, spend, repeat. This is how people become trapped. Not by poverty, but by habits. Small decisions become powerful outcomes. A coffee isn't the problem. A pair of shoes isn't the problem. A vacation isn't...
Think you can make it to the end? Stay with the story until the final second. Then comment, "I made it to the end," to prove you caught the hidden lesson most people miss. Thousands never finish and lose the biggest insight. Don't stop now. The ending changes everything.
The problem. The problem is needing these things to feel valuable. Because your value was never for sale. It never came from a brand. It never came from a luxury car. It never came from strangers' opinions. It comes from self-respect. It comes from discipline. And it comes from making decisions for yourself. Not for an audience. Not for validation. Not for strangers. Because the moment you stop performing, you finally start living. Most people never question the game. They just keep playing. Work harder. Spend more. Feel empty. then do it all again. But one day, some people wake up. They realize the system profits from their insecurity. The less confident you are, the easier you are to sell to. Confident people are harder customers. They don't need to prove anything. They buy what helps them, not what impresses others. They understand a powerful truth. The goal isn't looking rich. The goal is becoming free. Freedom starts with awareness. Awareness leads to better choices, and better choices slowly change your life. No one becomes wealthy overnight, but many people become broke overnight. One emotional decision can cost years. That's why discipline beats excitement, and patience beats impulse. The market rewards consistency, not appearances. The bank account doesn't care what people think. Interest rates don't care about your image. Debt doesn't care about your followers. Reality always collects. Eventually, every decision sends a bill. The good news? The opposite works too. Small, smart decisions compound, just like bad decisions do. Your future is built one choice at a time. One purchase, one investment, one decision to stop performing for strangers. That's where real change begins. Not with a bigger paycheck, not with a lucky break, but with a different mindset. Consumers ask, can I afford this? Builders ask, will this improve my future? One question creates spending, the other creates wealth. Most people spend years chasing the wrong target. They chase attention, they chase approval, they chase appearances. Meanwhile, time keeps moving, and time is the most valuable asset of all. Money lost can be earned again. Time lost never returns. So ask yourself a simple question. Who are you trying to impress? And why? The answer might change everything. Most financial mistakes don't look dangerous at first. They look normal. They look harmless. And that's exactly why they work. No one plans to become financially trapped. They just stop paying attention. Awareness is a financial superpower, because what gets measured improves, and what gets ignored grows in the dark. The credit card statement always tells the truth. It reveals your priorities. It reveals your habits. And ultimately, it reveals your future. The future isn't a mystery. It's the result of repeated actions. Every habit casts a vote for the person you'll become. So choose carefully, because nobody can make those choices for you, and nobody else will live with the consequences. If these videos help you spot the financial traps keeping you stuck and show you practical ways to break free, subscribe now, like this video, comment your biggest money lesson, and share it with someone who needs to see it. Every interaction helps spread the knowledge that could change someone's next financial decision. Don't wait, your future self will thank you.